How's it going, everyone? It has been a while since I made a video. The last video that I made, I uploaded in July, and it was a Tony Hawk video. It really didn't get any views at all. I don't think anybody watched it. So that did kind of put off my motivation for making videos for a while. And actually, this video has been a long time planning. I meant to upload this video in September when I first got a Switch 2 and I got Mario Kart. But with everything going on at work and just a busy lifestyle, I really haven't had a chance to really edit or upload anything. So I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. At this point, it's November. I'm done playing Mario Kart World. I really enjoyed it for what it was. But as far as continuing to play it, I've had it since September. I played it for like maybe a good solid month or so, and ever since then, I haven't really had much desire to go back and play it. Which is not saying it's a bad game, it's just I got my time out of it. So I'm going to kind of go back and kind of give my thoughts on the game overall. So when I first got the game, I thought it was a really amazing Mario Kart experience. To finally have an open, free roam mode in Mario Kart was just really, I guess, exciting and freeing in a way. Because all the previous Mario Kart games, I always wanted to explore the other environments that you could see in the background. I think back to Mario Kart 64, where you could go off the map and explore Peach's castle. I loved that as a kid. And playing this game truly made me feel like a little kid again. Just exploring all the maps and, oh, I can go off the map and go over here. Oh, I can go through this tunnel. Oh, I can explore the whole underground of the map. In free roam, you can truly go anywhere on any map, on any race. And it really does feel like an interconnected Mario Kart world. Like everything feels connected. It feels like a living, breathing world with inhabitants like Toads and Yoshis, and it really does feel like you're just racing around and exploring this world that's totally devoted to racing. And the map that comes with the game is, it's really not useful at all. The only thing it really is useful for is showing P-switch locations that you've already obtained. But as far as like telling you where things are, it doesn't really tell you. It doesn't tell you what landmarks are shown, what special things you'll find. You kind of have to just explore on your own and make your own fun, essentially. Because I've found just really interesting landmarks and locations just exploring the Mario Kart world. And people are saying that the world does feel empty, that there's not a lot to do. And I can see the criticism with that, but I really do enjoy the P switch challenges. Sometimes the P switch challenges will be like a race, like a short race. Um, Sometimes there'll be races on like tracks from the original Mario Kart that aren't actually tracks in the game. There'll be certain challenges like you've got to collect all these blue coins in a certain amount of time, things such as that. And I really did enjoy completing as many challenges as I could. And yes, you don't really get much rewards out of it. The only rewards that you really get are the stickers, which really don't really do much of anything. You can't really like you can put them on your cart, but they're barely noticeable. It's really only like you can use stickers to like mark your online profile. That's really about it. I do wish they had made more incentive for collecting the doing the P switch missions or getting the peach coins, like maybe like different colors for a card or different characters instead of unlocking characters uh, the other way that they want to have you unlock, which I'll get to you in a minute. But I mean, overall, I didn't really mind it. Just unlocking stickers. I just liked having stuff to do in this world. Um, And just driving around, I like the music. The music is incredible. Like just driving around and listening to all these remixes of all these songs from Mario's uh, video game career. I even noticed like songs from like Super Mario Land 2, like deep cuts like that. Uh, but yeah, as far as the free roam open world goes, I've definitely had my time with it. I don't really see myself going back to really explore more of it. I think I've had my fill. I don't really want to try to get all the P switches and all the gold coins. I've kind of explored what I wanted to explore, which again is not a bad thing. I just, like I said, I just had my time with it. Now, as far as like unlockables, so you do unlock um, carts by obtaining gold coins, like you did in Mario Kart 8. The carts are all already built for you. There's no customization with carts in this game, which I kind of wish they had brought that back in some way. I did enjoy that in 8. And the characters you can unlock by completing Grand Prix modes and also the non the NPCs that you unlock to play, like the Pinata, I think is called. He's from Super Mario Sunshine. I'm probably not saying his name right. You have to use an item to unlock that. It's the Kamek item. You will randomly be changed into that NPC at random times. I really don't like the mechanic because it really depends on, oh, you gotta hope that someone that you're racing with gets that item and uses it and that it targets you specifically and you specifically get a character that you haven't unlocked yet. Like it's really a convoluted system. Nintendo really should have just had you unlock characters by completing stuff in free roam mode. That would have been a lot easier and less convoluted because I still haven't unlocked all the characters yet because of needing that item. So then let's talk about, and we talked about free roam mode, we talked about the unlockables. Let's talk about the actual racetracks. Now, the actual race tracks, at first I thought were, a bit boring, but after playing them more and more, I realized that I actually do enjoy these racetracks. They really were made for open world. They were made for the game's mechanics, the new game's mechanics of like rail grinding, wall riding, etc. I do miss the crazy mechanics of Mario Kart 8, like the anti-gravity mechanics and just the crazy locations that you don't really get. A lot of these maps, they're well grounded. They're built to exist in this world. Maybe the only exception is like the ice cream sundae and the Rainbow Road map. Like I don't know this giant ice cream sundae. I'm not sure how that fits into this world. And then like Rainbow Road, you blast off into space, so it's not really part of the map. But yeah, um, the overall racetracks are really enjoyable. They're really fun. Um, Again, it's cool to go into free roam mode and explore all the parts of the races that you didn't get to experience. Now, as far as like the traditional three-lap structure, I'm a fan of that. Uh, the Grand Prix also has this thing where you only race for the first three laps in the first race, and then the rest you transition to the next racetrack. So that's what the next two laps are about. And then you only race one lap on the actual next track. So I wish that there was a way, and I know many people have said this already, I wish there was a way to have traditional Grand Prix three-lap structure as an option, but Nintendo really wanted you to, you know, experience the transition tracks. They're everywhere. They were persistent in online mode for a while until Nintendo updated to have more options for traditional three-lap races. I do know that most people prefer the three-lap race structure. I do as well. has just always been a Mario Kart staple. I think that kind of throws off the replayability of this game, which is ironic because there's so many different combinations of transition tracks that you can do. But the transition tracks, they just get kind of old. They get a little boring. You're just driving on a, straight road to your next track. It just kind of gets dull and repetitive after a while. But yes, if you do like the transition tracks, there is a lot of variety when you pick like a versus race or when you're picking uh, an online race because there's so many different combinations of ways to get to the different tracks. It makes every race different if you're using the transition tracks. So I do get that. I do get that some people like the transition tracks, and some people prefer the more three lap structure. I wish Nintendo just included that more as an option. Like they made it more available in online mode, but it's still not like as widely chosen and available as it needs to be. So as far as just, I mean, as far as the racing goes, I mean, the racing is super solid. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely Mario Kart. The new mechanics add some definite strategy and unique uh, drivability to the courses. It really is a just a really well polished Mario Kart game. I wish that Nintendo would. They're all about the gimmicks. I wish they had not tried to push the gimmick of the transition, open world so far. I wish they had included more to do in free roam mode, or at least allow free roam mode objectives to unlock characters and such. But overall, I did have a lot of fun with the game. It's definitely a game that I would pull out for like multiplayer in the future. But for now, like I said, I'm done with the game and enjoyed my time with it. Is it my favorite Mario Kart game? It's definitely one of my favorites, but I don't know if I would say it's my like definite favorite. I think my definite favorite would probably go to like Mario Kart Double Dash, just because I'm nostalgic for it, or like Mario Kart 8. I enjoy it a lot just for its variety of all the different tracks, and it was just really cool playing it for the first time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That's all I really have to say about Mario Kart. I hope that you enjoyed my first video that I mentioned that I have made in a while. I think I've pretty much mentioned everything that I want to mention. Uh, Really, the only other modes are like battle and time trial. Time trial, it's traditional time trial. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about knockout tour mode. So knockout tour mode, you have to. That really showcases the transition races really well, better than in Grand Prix. Because it's just a straight up race across the map. Just a straight, long 15-minute race across the map. Those are a lot of fun. It's chaotic to try to, uh, meet the checkpoint, to be in a certain place. Like you have to be in eighth before you go past this checkpoint, you have to be in fourth. So that's really, Knockout Tour is it's a knockout. It's a knockout mode. It's really engaging. It really showcases the world and just having to transition to all the different locations in one single stretch. It's also really chaotic because everyone's, really chaotic and tense. And yeah, it's a ton of fun. If I do go back to Mario Kart, I definitely would go back to Knockout Tour. And then, like, as far as the battle mode really feels like an afterthought. Like, they just could care less. I mean, there's all you have is balloon battle and coin runners. And like the actual maps are not built for it. They just take place on locations from the world map. They're not actually unique battle maps. I wish that they had just included unique battle maps like they did in Mario Kart 8, and they had more modes like it's missing the Renegade Roundup. Um, we only have two modes, so the battle mode really feels like an afterthought. Like they really don't care. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. Yeah, but anyway, glad I remember knocking him out. But yeah, I hope you enjoy my first video that I've made in a while, and I do plan to make more. I made I beat DK Bonanza recently. I'm going to get Kirby Air Riders this month. But yeah, I have more videos to make, and I appreciate you watching them. Thanks.